What's up, YouTube? It's Ken the Crypto here, bringing to you an ICO review called XYO Network. Some of you may have heard of this because this was a real company, which I will explain in a little bit. But before I get started, I just want to say that this is a sponsored video, and I do find this project very interesting, and I do think it has a lot of potential. I myself will be an investor of this project. I'm not sure if I can get into ICO at the moment, because I'm in the United States, but when this comes out, I will definitely be investing in this. So do your own research and do your own due diligence before investing in this ICO or any ICOs that I mentioned in any of my videos. It's all up to you. It's your money. It's not financial advice. Basically, it's the world's first location-based decentralized oracle. Essentially, it's a protocol that verifies your location to make sure you are there. You are in that exact same spot. And it's not just you, it's items. Anything from equipment, inventory, to car, to mobile devices, anything that is connected to GPS and Wi-Fi. And essentially all that is connected to the smart contract. So it's one of those verification projects. So as you can see here, with over 1 million location verifying beacons have already been established around the world, because these guys have been around since 2012, 2013, because they do have a real company behind it, and it's called XY Findables. And you guys may have seen this everywhere around advertisements, and I sure have. But basically, it's these little gadgets that could basically track whatever you put it on, and so it's essentially a track. You can track your dogs, you can track your laptop, your bags, anything. 2012 is when they were established, and so these guys are a real company. They have real people. They have a real business behind them. They actually have a working product behind them, like these ones. Right here, they were featured in The Watchers. Basically, it's a popular website that focuses on how the world is changing. They write articles about that, a bunch of videos, content. Now, right here, their components, they are based off of the proof of origin and bound witness. And essentially what proof of origins is, if you click right here on their pitch deck, proof of origin is essentially in which two or more pieces of data are originated from the same source. So in this case, it's pretty hard for someone to just steal your private keys and use it to access all your funds, because in this case, your location would need to be verified, that you are actually there, that your data is actually from you, the data is coming from you in that location that you are in. Now that transitions on into bound witness, in which it allows for a zero knowledge proof that basically a lot of privacy projects use now for complete anonymity. A zero knowledge proof provides more verification that two parties are interacting with one another. Here's an example that they put out in one of their white papers. So two people have an iPhone, right? They take a selfie near each other. They print a copy of that selfie and they both sign it. And that's kind of the example of that verification. And the zero knowledge proof aspect is in this case proving that they were there without actually having to prove it, if that makes sense. It's essentially proving to your friend that you know the secret without having to tell your friend the secret. So that's just another way to make an example of zero knowledge proof. Now, as we can see here, these are the platforms that it supports, and this is actually a real use case for developers and for practically a lot of businesses out there that track all their inventory, track all their shipments, and it's very useful in the e-commerce space, in a sense that retailers can actually track where their items are at real time, and same with consumers. They know where their items are at real time. An example that they make would be, what if Amazon can provide payment of service right when that item is delivered at the front door? And so this is where XYO Network essentially relies on trustless and transparency to know that your service is being delivered and you're paying for it right when it gets delivered, not when you're paying for it before it gets delivered. Another example would be that they make is a hotel review. So take, for example, some dude came from California, went to, China, and stayed at a hotel, like a 5-star hotel, and then went back to California to write a review about the hotel. Now that review that's a problem with a lot of reviews. Those reviews aren't essentially trusted because anyone could have written that review. But in this case, that proof of location will prove that that reviewer was actually there at the hotel. So again, this is a visualization of their network and how it's gonna look. Now, to the important part, the team. The team is solid in my opinion. These guys have a lot of experience. The CEO has worked with Atari, Apple, PC, The co-founder has worked with the co-founder of Uber. I like to focus on the three main people, because that's when you really find out who's leading the team. So right here, he's a founder of XY, the findables company, like I described right here with this gadget right here. President, CEO. So this guy has a 25-year track record of large-scale software development companies. Scott Shepard, Marcus Levin. So basically, the CEO has a lot of history behind him, a lot of experiences. But these two guys, you don't necessarily know where they came from. So that's kind of the negative that I find with this. The team is pretty solid in my opinion, but they're not like the rock stars in blockchain. The negatives that I'd like to point out with this is that their token supply has over 100 billion tokens. So who knows what the price will be. They did have a 100% bonus on the pre-sale. So I do think that when this project comes out in the public market, there's probably going to be a lot of dumps that's going to happen, because people got double their money. So I do think that people are going to try to make quick money off this. So that's why I'm really waiting until that happens. That's what I think that will happen, because I've seen that a lot with these projects that's dumping right after the ICO. So yeah, I'm going to wait, but I will be investing in this project. The idea does sound good to me, because it's essentially just verifying who you are at that time, and just a lot of use cases. There's unlimited potential for this. Your dog, your car, your package, your inventory, just any item you could think of that can potentially connect to the internet. Since it is an idea still, we have yet to see what this will do. So with them having over 1 million location verifying beacons around the world, I do think that this is still speculation, just like with a lot of ICOs out there. But in the case that they have a real company behind them, as well as a real working product behind them with that original company, I do see a future with this project, and I do see a lot of value in it, since it is a real use case. Also, take in fact the negatives. That's up to you if you want to invest in this project. I'll be personally investing in them, but this is my review of XYO Network. Comment, let me know what you think. Hit the like button if you like the video, subscribe if you want to see more, and peace out.